I feel bad for Chris. Chris was one of the nicest human beings in the world. He helped me so much. And from day one, she was always very abusive. Really, really hurtful. And I saw that. And even she'd slept at my mom and dad's home. I slept at her mom's home. And we'd all been friends. And I'd hate to say this, but she was very promiscuous. And I remember one day we all traveled together for a WWF show. This is before I went to ECW. And we were staying at Tammy's mom's home in New Jersey. And we were still all in our wrestling gear. We got out of there, figure, we'll just shower at the house. And Chris was the first one in the shower. And I was gonna sleep on the floor in the spare room. And Tammy had her robe on. And she literally pulled her robe off naked and said, "He's in the shower, why don't you take me right here, right now, he'll never know." And out of pure embarrassment, I just kind of I joked it off, I laughed it off, I'm like, "Oh, get the F out of here." And I, just kind of tried to laugh it off. But I'm thinking to myself, she was dead serious. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm in your man's house. To disrespect him like that, I mean, that's just I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that. That's just disgusting. And I just think she had a lot of problems, and back then she wasn't even drunk or using drugs. She just needed anything for attention. She wanted that. She lived for that attention. She wanted to be desired. And to me, it was just like, ugh, it's like, I don't, she was cute then, but it's like, you know what, sorry, friends don't do that to friends. I especially in someone else's home, your home, Chris's home, that's disgusting. And that's when I knew that she was just not a good person, because you just don't do that. You don't.
She recently got arrested for, again, for some repeated offenses. Do you have any thought about Sunny and her arrest?
She's in a lot of trouble. She really she's narcissistic. She really she just doesn't want to stop doing what she's doing. She's headed down a path of destruction, and I honestly believe that one day, sooner than later, and I hope I'm wrong, I really hope I'm wrong, because I wish nobody any harm, but she's going to be one of the headlines, because I think she's in jail right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
I think she's going to do some time, and it's just a shame, because at one point, she's a Hall of Famer. At one point, she could have turned her whole life around if she would have just sought out help and really admitted you need help. Look, we all need help. I've needed help several times. I still need help sometimes, and it's just a shame. It breaks my heart, but I guess that's who she always was, who she always was.
It was reported that the clique tormented Candido behind the scenes, and that could have led for him asking his release.
Sure.
Did you guys had any heat steaming from that, from the clique being tormenting Candido?
Not really. I always tried to stay my own way, but he did it to himself, unfortunately. It was... Sean was having sex with Sonny right in front of his eyes. And I hate talking about Chris like that, especially when he's not with us. But he knew. He was just so in love with her that he didn't want to lose her. So I honestly, in a way, I blame him, because I would not have taken that for one moment. And I don't think a lot of men or women in this world would have. I think he was just as much lost as she was. But no, I didn't have any heat with that. I just, it's like, what are you gonna do? He was just, he was just a lost soul, and many people tried to reach out to him. It was just so obvious. It was probably some of the most embarrassing things you could have imagined. You know, very, very sad.
It is very sad.